I'm gonna fuck her and then pass her on to y'all. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Leah Laura and I'm back at it again with another video. If you're new to my channel, hey girl, hey, my name is Leah. I make videos, story time hauls. I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So it's like for the kids, you know the vibes. And if you're a returning subscriber, hey girl, hey, I hope you're doing wonderful, fabulous, beautiful, amazing. So I won't do a long intro, but if you are a new subscriber and you're someone who has never seen my face or the title of this video, you'll want to watch the first part. It is in the cards or it is in the description, probably both. But make sure you watch that first part before you watch this, or this is not going to make any sense to you at all. This is your chance, girl. This is your chance. So before we get started, I want to thank all of you for watching that first part of the video and kind of like taking it there. I didn't know that video was going to perform that well. Today it's been about like 12 days since I posted a video and it's at like 14k views, which is a little bit nuts because I've never had a video take off that fast before. So thank you guys for watching and thank you guys for like coming back for the second part. Now let's just jump right into it. I left off in the first part when I came back from Cornell from visiting my friend Kelsey and I went to homecoming. And when I came back to my campus, Dwayne had actually contacted me after ringing down my Snapchat all weekend in Cornell. Contacted me and he was like, hey, I really need to talk to you. When I picked up the phone, he was giving me this sob story about how he misses me and he's sorry that he hurt me. He's sorry that he treated me like dirt. He's sorry that he was playing in my face with another woman literally shortly after we got back together. He apologized for all of that. What he didn't apologize for was cheating. And I think that to this day, if I was still talking to Dwayne, he would still say that he never cheated on me. But the math is not mathing, okay? I am not a physicist. I am not a mathematician. But one thing I know for sure, two things I know for certain is I was an idiot back then. I was an idiot sandwich back then, but I wasn't an imbecile. And I could make two numbers add up. And those two numbers, it wasn't adding up. Don't tell me that after we break up 7 days later, 7 days, the same time it took the almighty Lord to build the earth, the 7 days on some biblical shit. 7 days. That's what it took you. That's what it took you to get a whole new girlfriend. And it's not to say this is somebody he was just dating. It's not to say this is somebody he was just talking to, exploring things with. This was his whole girlfriend. He said to me that this was his girlfriend. When I confronted him about the situation, he was like,
yeah, she's my girlfriend. Like,
but when I confronted him about the situation on Snapchat, when I saw the snap, he was like, yeah, that's my girlfriend. It took you 7 days to get a whole new girlfriend after we broke up? And you mean to tell me that you weren't cheating on me before y'all were official? What? Like, what? No matter what anybody says to me, I don't care. That man was cheating on me and that's how he got that girl to be his girlfriend so fast. Moving on. Anyway, so he's of course on the phone me. He's boohooing. He's literally crying. Like, I'm not being dramatic. He's crying.
Hey, don't bad to me. Cry to God. Cry to Jesus. Don't bad to me.
He's like,
I'm so sorry about this situation. I'm so sorry I was playing in your face with another girl on Snapchat. I knew the social media thing was something that we argued about a lot, and then I posted another girl. I'm really sorry if you felt a way about it. I just really miss you a lot, and this situation made me realize that you're the woman for me. You're the best girlfriend I ever had. You did everything you had to do in order to be a good girlfriend, and I should have stuck beside you just the way you stuck beside me.
He's monologuing, okay? It's very much giving Tyrese and Baby Boy. Like, he's literally fighting for his life on this phone trying to get me back. So I'm like, okay, all right. And as he's talking to me, I had a meeting that day, so I was just like, I have somewhere to go, so I'll talk to you later. And I hung up the phone, never called him back. But he was trying to pursue me. So in the following weeks, like, he kept texting me every single day, like,
hey, good morning, how are you? I hope you have a good day. I hope we can talk on the phone sometime. I hope you can FaceTime me when you come back to Brooklyn. I would love to see you. I'm really sorry.
He was really love bombing me. He was love bombing the hell out of me, which is something that I took great insult to, because I was asking this man almost every day in our relationship for more affection. I was literally like, you don't show me as much affection as I show you. Something something small like FaceTime. When I tell y'all, when I was even in Brooklyn, because I was in college at the time, when I was even in Brooklyn, this man would literally come see me once a week. He would not make an effort to come see me more than once a week, even though we only lived like 20 minutes apart from each other and our schedules were pretty much consistent. Because I'm home from college, like I don't really have a schedule, I don't have a job. If it was the other way around, I would do what I had to do to make sure that I see my man in his time. I would make it work. I would make it work. I mean, he wasn't doing that to me. He did not offer me the same courtesy, and I felt a way about that, because how is it that now that when you're back in my good graces, or you want to get back in my good graces, you want to love bomb me and you want to show me affection, you want to call me all the time, you want to make sure I'm good, you want to say good morning, all these nice things. You courting me now at this stage in our relationship? Okay, all right.
Well, just as I thought, trash.
I kind of egged him for like those first 2 weeks because I really didn't want to deal with it. I had a lot going on. I had a double major when I was in college. So I was taking neuroscience courses, I was taking psych courses, and I was also an honor student. I was also writing my thesis at that point. So not only did I have to deal with school, but I also had my organizations. I was on e-board, I was in a fraternity, I had stuff going on. But my mom was also having like a health thing at that point, and I was very stressed out about it, and I was very concerned about her. So all of this was going on, right? I did not want to deal with his nonsense. I didn't want to deal with Dwayne's nonsense, because he put himself in this situation. He was gonna have to get his ass out. Yeah. So I egged him for the first 2 weeks, but then after that I kind of gave in a little bit. So he's talking to me a little bit more. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing great. Da 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 da. Fast forward 2 weeks later, it is November, and again, Thanksgiving. I'm back. We're coming full circle now. The first date was Thanksgiving. Now that we're back together in this relationship, full circle. I'm back in Brooklyn. When I got back to Brooklyn, he was like,
oh hey, like I see that you're back in Brooklyn, can I take you out on a date? It doesn't even have to be a date. I know you don't want anything to do with me. Can I just take you out to eat? I'll take you out to your favorite restaurant, we'll go see a movie, I'll pay for everything. I just want to really apologize to you and show you that I'm being sincere and I'm being genuine.
And I was just like, no. Immediately, no, like no, because what you want to do is get back in front of me physically so you could try to get my wall down a little bit. You know that I have a soft spot for you, so you feel like if you could get in front of me, it could break me down and I could listen to the nonsense that's coming out your mouth, right? So at first, immediately I was like, no, like you cannot get in. He was like,
can I please like take you out? It doesn't matter where you want to.
Back it up. Okay, I said no.
Back it up.
But then he kept going, and I was just like, you know what, whatever. Like, to get you to shut the hell up, I'll go out with you. So the first Saturday that I was there, he takes me out. We go see a movie, and then after that, we go to one of my favorite restaurants at the time. So we go to the restaurant, and after that, we kind of park in the downtown area. And I remember it was like, y'all know where the movie theater is? Like the Regal movie theater. If you're from Brooklyn, y'all know where the movie theater was, because I think it's closed down now. Like the Court Street area. We were parked in that area. And we were just talking. At first, the conversation was really friendly. It wasn't anything like hostile or nothing like that. We were just like talking. He was asking me how school was, all of that. All of a sudden, he says to me,
you look different.
I was like, what's different about me? Of course, this nigga is always in my face. Remember I told y'all he called me a pig and he called me fat? Yeah, always in my face, always noticing things. So I'm like, what now? Like, what egregious thing are you gonna say now? He was like,
your skin is very clear.
I mean, usually when you release toxicity from your life, your skin gets clear and your life gets better. So yeah. So he was like,
yeah, your skin is very clear. Like, are you doing something different to your skin?
As if he gave a flying about what I was doing to my skin. And you know what I said to him? I remember saying this literally word for word. I was like, my skin is better because you're out of my life now, so I'm not stressed. Yeah. And he was like,
damn, I guess I deserved that.
You did. He gets to driving or whatever. And as I said, like, we were like parked downtown or whatever. So we're talking and we're kikiing. Like, it's a very calm conversation. He's trying to, like, I guess slow me into whatever he wants to talk about. So then he starts.
Once again, I just want to tell you I'm sorry for everything that happened. I know that it didn't go the way that you would have liked it to go. I know that you were really invested in our relationship, and although something happened at the start of our relationship that kind of just made me back up from you a little bit, you did take me back, and then I don't feel like I got better. But I just want to say to you that I will get better. I want to be a better man for you, but it's just hard for me to do that.
What?
quickly, and don't stutter. What's stopping you from being a better man for me? Because according to you and the situationship you had with this girl, your girlfriend, whoever she was to you, you were clearly a better man for this girl. The small things that I was asking you to do for me, buy me a freaking 4 for $4 for Wendy's. Acknowledge that you have a girlfriend. I never asked you to post me on social media. Acknowledge that you have a girlfriend. You posted this girl's whole face on your Snapchat, and you kept posting her. All the small things that I was asking you to do for me, you never did for me. You were actually adamant that you were never going to do it for me, because that's just not the type of person you are, and you're not a person that shares your personal information on that social media, and you're not this, and you're not that, and you're not that. And even though you were sucking the fart out of your friends' assholes on social media, you didn't want to do that shit for me. But as soon as the next girl came around, he was like, yeah, here's my it just don't make sense. It just don't make sense. So he's like apologizing for all of this, and I'm just like staring at him like bumbleclotly. I'm like, what the like, what does this man want me to do with this information? What do you want me to do with this information, sir? Do you want a cookie for apologizing? So he says to me like,
I hope you can find it in your heart to like forgive me. I know you don't owe me anything. I know you probably don't want nothing to do with me. If we could be friends, I would love that. But what I would love even more is for us to be in a relationship, because you are the woman of my dreams. You are the woman I want to marry.
Again, love bombing me. He's love bombing the hell out of me, and he wants me to really believe this in my head, right? So as soon as he's done talking, it was kind of silent for a while because I was trying to collect my thoughts, and I didn't want to go off because I didn't want to give him the satisfaction of knowing that it still kind of made me feel away. But I did end up just releasing all my feelings onto him. I kind of did an emotional dump on him, but he deserved it. So I was just talking to him, and I was like, listen, like, you really messed up. I can't believe you did this. Like, all the things you said you were never gonna do for me, you immediately did it for this next girl. A next girl who I had never seen in my life. Let's start there. We were together for like a year, and I had never seen this girl. I had never even heard her name, and you swore to me. And all of a sudden this girl comes out of nowhere, and you want to tell me that you wasn't cheating on me with her? Seriously?
Cannot trick me. You cannot trick me.
Nigga. So after that, he was just like,
yeah, like, I don't know what to tell you, but
basically he was telling me that the girl was an old coworker of his when he used to work at Ricky's, and she worked in the nearby area of his new job. So she came in when she noticed him, and they started talking.
So we were chopping it up a little bit, talking about the good old days.
The good old days. Nigga, you worked at Ricky's. Shut the fuck up. Anyway.
I'm not trying to be funny, but nobody likes working in retail. So the good old days shit, he talking out his ass. Ain't no good old days.
He was like, oh.
We were talking about the good old days. And yeah, like, we ended up talking, and she ended up giving me her number. Later on that night, I texted her.
Why are you texting other girls? Why are you texting other girls? I was fighting for my life. And y'all heard me say in that last story time, I was fighting for my life for this man to text me back. He literally went like a whole 10 hours. Like 10 hours without texting me back, and was on some, oh yeah, I fell asleep. I fell asleep type shit. But you texting this girl, you found the time in your very busy schedule to text this girl, right? And to get to know her so much that after we broke up 7 days later, she became your whole new girlfriend. What is you talking about? Now at this point, like, I'm looking at him, and again, staring bumbleclotly. Like, what are you talking about? You really want me to believe this, don't you?
You cannot trick me.
So again, he's pleading his case to me. I never cheated on you, blah 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 blah. So as we're talking, my emotions are rising a little bit more, and I'm getting more emotional. At first I was angry, but then I started to get emotional because all the things that happened, him basically showing me that he really just didn't like me, and that I just wasn't the girl that he wanted to do all those things for, it really did hurt me. Someone in my last story time had commented and asked me like how I dealt with my confidence after that situation. And the short answer is that it took a while for me to get my confidence back. It obviously wasn't, you know, I didn't come back the next day. It hurt a little bit. I don't think that girl was, I don't think she was prettier than me. I mean, yeah, I don't think she was prettier than me. I don't think she was ugly. She was a prettier girl, but she was a pretty girl, but she wasn't prettier than me, you know what I mean? So it kind of hurt my confidence a little bit because I was like, what is this about? Like, why did you post this girl and you never posted me? What is this, because you've always had issues with my weight? Like, what is this about? He never really gave me a straight answer. Of course, he ran around in circles. Bullshit as always. Now, I know y'all are probably wondering, like, this gotta be the end, right? Like, you didn't get back with him, right?
What's up, fucked up? Who never fuck up hands in the air? No heart.
I can't tell you what you want to hear because you're here for the story time, so you know I took him back. Let's move on. Okay, let's move on. Who never did some clown shit for a man? You know? So I took him back at some point. I really don't remember when. I think it was like maybe a few weeks after that. So we got back in a relationship. And just like the last time, as soon as we got back in this relationship, he started playing in my face again. He said, start it up. It's crazy. It's really freaking crazy. This man wasted no time playing in my face. Now moving forward, he wants to introduce me to his mother. When he introduced me to his mother, it was closer to Christmas. Yeah, it was exactly on Christmas when I met his mother, actually, because I went to his house for Christmas Eve. I met his family, I met his two brothers. It was all fine, it was cool. Like, we was watching some movies together, like we was just talking. His mother made some empanadas and it slapped. Like, it was an okay time. Like, I didn't feel uncomfortable. I was cool, you know, it was fine. I'm so embarrassed to keep talking about this story because it truly gets worse. It truly gets worse. So now I'm at the point where I'm thinking it's okay. I'm thinking he's gonna get better. It's cool. We're working on ourselves. It's fine.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
No, the fuck it wasn't. No, it wasn't. This man literally took the sharpest left I've ever seen anybody take in my life. When I tell you, it's like he retracted and did everything over again. It's like he said, nah, I actually don't want to be a good boyfriend. Let me just run it back real quick.
Are you surprised? Why is that so, why is that so mind-blowing?
So he actually started being worse than he was in the beginning. When I tell you, he would just like not answer my phone calls. He barely texted me back. I was literally at the point where I was begging this man. I was begging this man to FaceTime me at least like once a week. I was like, I'm in college, like you could FaceTime me and like check in on me. We don't even get to see each other that often because I'm up here in Syracuse and you're in New York. You don't come see me that often because you're working, and I get that, but you could at least FaceTime me. No, he argued me down. Like, why you gotta FaceTime me? Why you wanna do? At this point, I'm convinced you think I'm ugly. I'm convinced you think I'm ugly because why don't you want to see my face? Why don't you want to see my face? So again, he's not listening to anything I say. He's back to being a bad boyfriend. I'm not gonna repeat anything I said in that first story time because you already know the vibes. Like, he just wasn't a good boyfriend. He was mean to me. He kept calling me names. Like, it was just all of that. Here's the part that had, and this was the beginning of the end, truly. So one day I'm on Instagram and I don't know if I could get these DMs because I don't know if this guy like deleted the messages or whatever. I don't even know if I'm still following him, to be honest with you. Probably not. But if I could get those messages, I'm gonna post them on the screen. Dwayne had a group of friends from high school that we went to together. He had a group of friends. I never spoke to any of them. We never had a conversation, but I knew of them. I knew who they were. I knew them by face, all of that. So I had most of them on Instagram because of course when you go to high school with people, like they just find you from Facebook and they add you on Instagram. It's not a big deal. So one of his friends, and we're gonna call him damn, what are we gonna call him? Yeah, we're gonna call him Frank because he was a little bit to me. But anyway, Frank slides in my DMs one day. Let me tell you how this situation happened. So one day, right, I'm on Instagram. I knew that Dwayne did not really tell anybody about me still, and he still was acting like he was single to his friends, especially because of this incident. I'm thinking that Dwayne would at least tell his closest friends that he has a girlfriend and it's me and my name and all of this. I'm thinking he would at least do that, right?
Well,
one day I'm on Instagram and I'm scrolling. I'm mindlessly scrolling, you know, just going through my feed or whatever, and I'm liking pictures, liking random pictures. Most of the time I'm on Instagram, I'm scrolling, I literally don't even remember who said what, when, and why. I don't know whose picture I liked. If I see a picture, it looks decent enough, I'ma like it. I'm not no hater. I'ma just like the picture. So I see Frank's picture and I like the picture. Keep going, keep scrolling, keep liking. I don't think anything of this picture. I don't care, right? So as I'm scrolling or whatever, an hour later, I get a DM. It's from Frank. Are you lost? So he's like, hey. So immediately, because I'm a loyal girlfriend, okay? Even though Dwayne did not deserve this, one thing about me, I've always been a loyal girlfriend. I'm a loyal friend and I'm a loyal girlfriend. So as soon as one of your friends try to slide in my DMs, I'm gonna take a screenshot and I'm gonna send it directly to you. That's the first thing I'm gonna do, because one thing about me, I'm gonna stick besides my man. Bitch, your man left you for dead, hoe. Just a clown. Just a clown. Anyway, so I send this picture to Dwayne and I'm like, what's up with your friend? Like, why is he in my DMs? He's like,
LOL, what is this?
So I was like, you tell me, why is he in my DMs? Does he not know that I'm your girlfriend? All he said was,
LOL, just find out what he wants.
I go back to the DMs and I say, hey back. Frank goes, what's up with you? Nothing, what's up with you? He was like, oh, nothing, just chilling here, right? So I'm like, okay, dry conversation, don't know where this is going, but whatever. 2 hours later, why is Dwayne texting me a screenshot of his group chat? You know what Frank is in his group chat saying? He literally sent my picture to the group chat. He sent a screenshot of our DMs to the group chat and was like, yeah, I'm about to slide on her. I'm gonna fuck her and then pass her on to y'all. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Are you new here? Are you new here? The fact that you could ever think that you could touch me is laughable. That's number one. The fact that you could ever in your life think you could touch me is jokes. It's comedy in itself. Number two, you think you're gonna fuck me and pass me on to your friends? You don't know anything about me. When I was in high school, we never spoke to each other. I spoke to 3-4 people in total in all of my high school years, and it wasn't you. So the fact that you think you could slide in my DMs easily and I could just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna let him hit. I'm gonna let him hit. Wrong. So then after Dwayne sends me the screenshot, he's like, yo, like this nigga is bugging right now. I'm like, isn't this your friend? Why is he talking about he's gonna hit, he's gonna smash, and he's gonna slide them on to the rest of y'all friends? First of all, if I'm your girlfriend and I've been your girlfriend for damn near a year now, why does this man not know that I'm your girlfriend, number one? And number two, why is he disrespecting me? Now I know for sure you're hiding me. I know for a fact you're hiding me because your closest friend does not know that I'm your girlfriend. He's so bold and feisty that he wants to be in the group chat talking about he's gonna smash and slide.
When Frank had sent my picture to the group chat and said he was trying to like hit and then pass me to the team, one of the guys was like, oh, she not all of that, but I mean, I guess. Not you saying I guess. Not you saying I'm not all that when you look like a discombobulated thumb, when you look like a radioactive foot. Not you saying that. Let me tell you how none of these niggas was cute. Not a single one of them in their team was cute. So you trying to say I'm okay, I'm just okay. All y'all comedians, really. Ugly in the face and just funny.
So eventually Dwayne does text Frank and he was like, yo, like that's my girl, like you're being disrespectful right now. She sent me the screenshot. She doesn't want you, so you can stop lying to everybody in the group chat. She don't want you, and you're not gonna smash and you're not gonna slide, so let's stop there. He sent me the screenshot and he did tell him like you're bugging right now, like that's my girl. And this man disrespected me to the point that he really didn't care what he shared with me, because he literally sent me the screenshot of Frank's response and Frank was like, oh bro, like I didn't know that was your girl, my bad. One of your closest friends does not know that I'm your girlfriend. That's cool. That ain't no problem. That was that situation with Frank. And we moved past it somehow. Again, that's not a situation that I should have never moved past, because when I did ask him about it, I was like, why does your friend not know that I'm your girlfriend? He was like, oh, those are my friends, but that's not my closest group of friends, and they like to run their mouth and they like to talk and they're dweebs and they're this and this and that. He was basically trying to tell me that he doesn't share that information with that group of friends because they're not that close. The same friends you was posting on Instagram talking about happy birthday big bro, those are not your friends. The same friends you was planning to go to Atlantic City with, those are not your friends. The same friends that be at every single birthday you got, those are not your friends. Okay, got it. And Dwayne kept hiding me from people, and I know he kept hiding me from people because the next incident that happened was just so embarrassing, bro. Like, I don't know why I'm on YouTube telling y'all this, because I'm sick to my stomach even uttering it out my mouth right now, but it is what it is. I'm gonna make this money from my misfortunes, okay? So the next thing that happened was Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day comes, and of course Dwayne has no intention on posting me on social media. No intention at all, because he doesn't want anybody to know that I'm his girlfriend. He gets on Snapchat and he's like, check your Snapchat, right? He texts me, he's like, check your Snapchat. I go on Snapchat. It's a picture of me.
Happy Valentine's Day to my baby. Love you over everything. You know what it is with us.
I'm like, oh my God, my man is sharing me. Look, y'all, my man. It literally took me 2 hours to go back to that snap to realize that it was a private snap.
I know you lying, bitch.
He said it to the point where only I could see that snap. It just gets so embarrassing. Like, this has been the pinnacle of me being a clown. And I promise y'all, I was never a clown like this ever again in my life after this situation. But I was such an idiot brisket for this man that I know y'all just will not believe the story. Like, but I promise you I'm telling the truth, because why would I make this up? So of course he's privating me because he doesn't give a damn, and of course he doesn't want anyone to know that I'm his girlfriend, right? The last two incidents are the incidents that really took me over the edge. Of course we're arguing, and of course we're getting into it because he was just not a good man. He wasn't a good man to me. He never got better, and every single time I confronted him about it, kept saying, I need to learn, I need to learn, I need to learn. This man, it's like he was trying to convince me that he was like a 16-year-old boy who did not know how to treat a woman correctly. He kept telling me that I need to learn, I need to learn, I'm gonna get better, I'm gonna get better. When are you gonna get better? Because now we're reaching the 2-year mark in our relationship. When are you going to get better? Because it needs to be now. One day, of course we're arguing, and of course I'm sick of the bullshit, because I was sick 15 million times before I finally call it quit. But I'm sick of the bullshit, right? And so I remember I texted him and I was like, meet me in Soho or whatever, I need to talk to you. So he's like, okay, cool, no problem. So he meets me after work and we go to Chipotle, I think. Yeah, we went to Chipotle. And I ordered my food, I sat down. And as I start to get to eat, and he's like,
so what do you want to talk to me about?
And I just flat out said, I'm breaking up with you. Again, yes, I'm breaking up with you again. He was like,
what's the problem? What happened this time?
Mind you, when he's saying what's the problem, what happened this time, this man is giving me the straightest face. He has no emotion. There's no remorse in his face. There's no, oh my God, I gotta get my woman back. Oh my God, what can I do to make this better? He literally has the straightest face. He does not care that I'm leaving him. He don't care. So he's asking me like, what happened? Like, what made you come to this conclusion? I was like, you just have not gotten any better as a man. You haven't gotten any better as my partner. When we broke up and you started dating somebody else, you told me that you realized that I was the woman for you. But if I'm the woman for you, I'm just questioning whether or not that this is the best you're gonna treat me. And he was just like,
look, man, I'm sorry. I told you that I'm gonna need some time to get better.
I really was at the point where I was just like, I don't believe this. I really don't believe this. Like, I simply just don't believe that you're gonna get better, and I don't believe that I deserve to sit there and grow you as a man. I refuse to believe that shit. And here's my lesson in this story, and I'm gonna give you my lesson right now because the next part is something that irritated me, but it wasn't, you know what, actually I'm not gonna give y'all my lesson. Moving on. So he's telling me like,
oh yeah, like you're gonna have to give me time, like I'm sorry, but I'm still getting used to this boyfriend shit.
It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years, and you need time to be a better man to me. I have to stare bumbleclotly. Still I have to stare because it just doesn't make any sense. So I'm eating my Chipotle bowl and I'm looking at this man like, should I slap him in the face right now or later? So he's talking to me and he's like giving me the sob story or whatever, and I'm like, listen, I really don't care, Dwayne, because you kept telling me this and it's just not getting better. You know what this man said to me? You know what he said to me? He said,
I'm not gonna lie, I know I was treating you terrible. I know that I continue to treat you terribly. And I really knew I was treating you terribly because my mom called me the other day and she told me that I treat you like shit.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn.
when I tell you, the flags aren't even red at that point. They were dripping blood at that point. If I ignored the flag any louder, that would be simply my fault. The fact that your mother is telling you that you treat me like shit, the fact that your mother literally met me like 1 or 2 times and she can tell that you treat me like shit, she knows that her son is a asshole. The fact that she could sit there and tell you that, and you could look me in my face over my bowl and tell me that you know you treat me like shit, you know you continue to treat me like shit because your mother knows you treat me like shit, and you want me to stick by your side and wait for you to get better? What? I had never heard no shit like that in my life, and that one, it took me off. It took me. Because now I know that your mother looks at me like I'm a idiot. Your mother looks at me like I'm an idiot because she watches her son treat me terribly, and she watches me stay with her son, so she thinks I'm a asshole too.
Ooh, that'll do it. You don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me.
So now I'm at the point where I'm like, yep, you don't have to worry about me. That's cool. We're cool. And I think that point was my breaking point, like my final breaking point. Because although we were together after this situation, I had already mentally disconnected from this man. All I needed to hear was that everybody else acknowledges that you treat me like crap, okay? I'm not gonna look like a fool in front of anybody else except you at this point. So I was just like, that's fine, that's fine. We left from the table. We had broken up for a little bit, but then we got back together. But when I tell you, I was already mentally discharged. I was done. I was out. I was done. So at that point I was already finished with him, but like I said, we were still together. So fast forward to my senior year of college. Of course, we're in my senior year, and my graduation is coming up. And if you're not familiar with like colleges or whatever, most graduations are around Mother's Day. At least for Syracuse, it's always on Mother's Day weekend. So Mother's Day weekend comes, and I don't have a lot of friends, right? Not a lot of people I could trust, and a lot of my friends at the time were already in Syracuse graduating with me, so it didn't matter. So I didn't have a lot of people coming out for me to support me. I don't really have a big family. I'm an only child. It's just my mom, my dad. I don't have any siblings, like, you know? So I knew my parents were coming to support me, and I knew some other people were coming to support me, but literally in total it was like 5 people. I'm expecting my man to come support me, right? Because graduation is a really big milestone in anybody's life. It doesn't matter if you're graduating high school or you're graduating college. Graduation is something everybody should be proud of. For me specifically, I had to fight for my life in order to graduate. I was depressed, I was anxious, I was going through so much in Syracuse. I was taking the hardest classes of my life. I really didn't have time to socialize much either. And on top of that, I never saw my boyfriend, I never saw my family. I was going through war with myself my senior year. I really didn't think I was gonna make it out, honestly. So I was more than proud of myself for making it to the finish line, and I expect the people around me to come celebrate that with me, you know? So we start talking about graduation, and I'm like, well, you can like sleep in my room, obviously, because my parents are not gonna sleep in my apartment. Like, they have a place to stay, but you could come sleep in my room. Like, it's fine. You don't have to pay for a hotel, no nothing. This man said,
I'm not coming to your graduation.
What you mean by that? He said,
I'm not coming to your graduation because it's Mother's Day weekend, and if I don't come for Mother's Day, my mom is gonna be pissed about it.
I was like, you're gonna miss the most important day of my life so far because it's Mother's Day? And I know what some of you might be thinking, like, oh my God, what if he doesn't see his mom that often? Like, he might just be close to his mom might be serious about it, da-da-da. I hope you don't think that you're more important than his mom. If you were ever thinking that, I don't think that I was more important than his mom. But graduation weekend is literally like a 3-day weekend. In Syracuse, it's like Friday to Sunday. Friday is like the small events. Saturday is like, I think it's convocation, and then Sunday is commencement. And Sunday is the least important day out of everything, and Sunday was Mother's Day. What I wanted him to come for was either Friday, Black graduation, or Saturday, convocation, because convocation was the day that I walked across the stage. So that's the only day I really care about. That's the only day I want you to come for. Sunday you could go, you know, be with your mom, whatever, that's cool. This man literally gave me every excuse in the book to tell me he was not coming to my graduation.
I don't have gas money. I don't have money to pay for a bus ticket.
I told him I would pay for his bus ticket. I told him I would pay for his gas. He still made an excuse. I have to work both of those days. I thought the problem was that you didn't want to miss Mother's Day on Sunday. I told you. You only had to come for Sunday. You only had to come for Saturday, or you had to only come for Friday. You didn't have to come for Sunday because I know that's the day that's apparently a conflict to you.
Oh, I can't do that. I have to go to work. I can't miss out on another day of work. I can't do this. I can't do that.
All these excuses he made just to not come and support me. All these excuses. Literally all these excuses. He left me in the dust on my graduation day. And when I tell you, I had already mentally disconnected from him, so like it hurt, but it wasn't like that big of a deal to me because I knew that I was gonna leave this man. But to see that somebody would literally make every excuse in the book to just not come support you, like, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. That'll do it. So I was just like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I did not argue him down anymore. I didn't try to talk to him about anything. I was just like, it's fine. It's fine. So again, it's my graduation day. I'm walking across the stage or whatever. I'm posting snaps. He's watching all of them. This man, even when I walked across the stage, this man still didn't text me.
Babe, congratulations. I know I can't be there for you. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna make it up to you.
Not a congratulations in sight. He watched every single one of my snaps, but he did not congratulate me. He didn't give a flying what was going on in my life. Really didn't care, to be honest with you. So I was just like, yeah, you could go right to hell. Y'all, I had a friend come from China to come see me graduate, and you couldn't come from New York to come see me for one day. For one day, you couldn't come see me. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. after that situation, I was really done with him. We remained friends for a large portion of, I want to say, the rest of the year. That was that. And what's funny is that he was a much better friend than he was ever a boyfriend. Like, if I needed to go to the Apple store or if I needed something real quick, like, he would come pick me up. I was really depressed one day and I was like sad about something, and he was like, I'm going to go do something. Do you want to come with me? I know it's not your thing, but it'll probably help you get your mind off of it. He came to pick me up. It was fine. It was literally no problem. Like, he was a really good friend to me, but a boyfriend, shit show, dumpster fire. So I know this story was 2 parts, and there are some lessons in this, obviously. Number one, I don't want anyone to think that I am this woman now, because I am far from that woman. I am not the woman that will let you play in my face. I have not been that woman since this last man. I literally have not been her. So I'm not the woman that'll let you play in my face ever again. You only have to show me who you are once, and then I'm done. I don't stick around to see it twice. I don't. So I learned a lot from that relationship. I learned my value as a woman and as a person. I learned that I am in charge of my own confidence and my own self-esteem. So it doesn't matter if my boyfriend's telling me he loves me every single day and that I'm beautiful every single day. I should know that I am loved and that I am beautiful. Now, if he refuses to tell me those things, he can get the that relationship did not stop me from being a good partner for the boyfriend that I have now. And it would never stop me, because that's not the type of person I am. But what I learned is everything I do for my partner, I'm gonna need that shit in return, and I'm gonna need double. I am not gonna let anybody show me that they are embarrassed to be with me, that they don't respect me, that they don't want anyone else to know that they're with me, that I am their secret and I'm gonna stay. I would never, ever, 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 ever let that happen again. Ever. It's just not gonna happen. I do not lower down my standards because I think that somebody could be a good man with a good personality. I don't care about none of that shit. I don't give a none of that shit. I have standards. If you don't meet them, you could get the yeah. There's a lot of things to be learned here. If you are in a situation like I was, or if you were in a situation like I was, I just hope that you now at this point in your life know your value as a person. Not even as a woman, just as a person. Know your value. And if anyone shows you any of these red flags, like they don't want to show your face to anyone, they want to keep you a secret, they don't like you, they don't want to talk to you, their parent is telling them that they are treating you like shit, they miss out on big parts of your life and they make excuses for it, run, and quickly. Don't walk, run. Don't let yourself be subjected to any of that shit. Like I said, I didn't even want to tell this story because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing as hell. But one thing I'm gonna do is always share with girls who are younger than me, and also people who may be in my situation, my story, because I feel like it will help other people. I tell these stories for entertainment and because I've moved past them in my life, but I also tell them because I really do think that somebody out there will learn from what I went through. So yeah, that's the end of that story, y'all. If you liked it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and join the gang because if you watch the whole video, you might as well stick around. Follow me on all my socials. That is Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Follow your girl, you know, call me, beat me if you wanna reach me. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.
Shout out to everybody. I had fun.